now. Okay. I hope this guy will just stay and allow me to do this. Thank you. Okay, yeah, 12:26 right now. So, the carrot versus stick approach. I already told you it's a metaphor for two strategies of motivation. The one we call the reward-based, which is the carrot approach, and the punishment-based, which is the stick approach. Okay, so looking at applying each or any of these strategies to applying it towards workplace productivity. You could have, for example, now a situation whereby you're using the carrot approach. You have things like bonuses, promotions, or recognition programs, or anything of that. What's it called now? Anything in that line for achieving targets. So you do all of these things to boost the morale of the workers. You know, there are even some companies, it's usually the tech guys, that would perhaps offer flexible work schedules for the workers. You know, all of these things just to ensure that, okay, people are still working, right? Just make it easier for them, and that way we get the best out of them. That's for the carrot approach. And then if you're looking at the stick approach, you now find things like issuing threats of demotion, threats of salary or pay cuts, or even threats of dismissal. You know, when people are not performing optimally, when they're not doing as much as you would want them to do. In fact, sometimes some of these threats do not even come when people are underperforming. They even come before performance even starts, before work even starts, you know. In some organizations, that's just the way they operate. They feel like, okay, now that we are here, welcome back. It's a new work week. Remember, in this company, we have zero tolerance for underperformance. Zero tolerance for is it like a disco attitude to work? So you have to bring your A game. Anything below bar, you see in the door, you'll be out the door. We will throw you out. You know, there are people who just, that's the way they approach productivity in the workplace. And so you could actually have these companies, or you could have, you know, this particular setting where people have high turnover, or the company has a high turnover. And it's not because the workers are enjoying what they're doing. It's because of the punitive management style. So yeah, there's still productivity going on, right? But then, what is the effect on the people who are producing the productivity? Let's put it that way. So this conversation is basically to look at how different motivational strategies impact employee well-being and also the long-term productivity. Some people are more interested in the now. I saw a movie during the holiday period, right? I'm trying to remember the name now. I think it's Little. That's the title. I've seen that movie before, but I saw it again. So this boss, she was just that kind of person. Once she walks into the building, in fact, before she even gets into the main building, everyone begins to take dressing because, no time. No time for any relaxing. Nobody is allowed to feel okay, to feel all right. You're either performing or you're not. She would tongue lash them, you know, issuing threats and all manner. Yeah, they were productive. But at the end of the day, you had workers who were popping pills, trying to stabilize their blood pressure because of the kind of environment where they are. But then you would find people who would say that, yes, it works. At the end of the day, they are productive. It's a work environment. It's not their home. We're not here to pamper anybody or to be looking at your face. So the thing is, we have a target. You have to meet the target. If you're not up for the work, look elsewhere. Yeah, you must not work here, right? But then there are also those other people who believe in the carrot approach. Promise them that everything is going to be better. Promise that if you do better, we're going to increase your pay and all right? It's not just what you now. It's about your sphere of engagement. you work, business you do, threat of consequences, promise of benefits that you have people to push much, or that you see reduce produce productivity. What it means and why? Okay, that's question. Facebook, join the conversation 993H. That Facebook. All right, 08792302817930002 and 08792307008123007 as well. Send a message to 009 030 416 0809 030 416. We get on X night from you. Thank. Hello, good afternoon. You're welcome. What's your name?
My name is Saturday.
Did you say your name is Saturday?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hi, Saturday. Welcome to Monday. Amazing. Okay, please go on. I'm listening.
I think this topic is so interesting. I would like to share in my countrymen. I have some persons that they've been there for days.
Okay, Saturday, you will help me turn off your radio set so that we can hear you loud and clear. All right, thank you.
So there are some people that have been there for years, and they thought that because of the long stay in the company, they don't need to work again, and the people that come maybe earlier now should be the ones to be working and all that. So meanwhile, let me use the instance of maybe drivers. There are some drivers that have been there for couples of years working, and they just employ a new person. Maybe the person is not hearing them and one other person. So the older drivers think that they are staying for couples of years that they didn't need to work again. While the ones that just came in, are doing the work. So in that kind of distance, I think the promotion should be given to those that just come earlier because they put in their strength, making sure that the work is being put to place. While the older one, they said that they will not work again. They will just, relax. And that's when this carrot approach comes into play, rewarding people that are working. Then people that are refusing to work, people are not putting in their energy to work. At me, you use the cane approach, giving
the
them,
stick. Okay, cane stick.
Salary, giving a trade of sack, so they will know that they are actually coming to work and not to rest. So I think every company has to just put in that place so that everybody will sit up.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Saturday. Okay, so he says for those who have been there and doing the work, the carrot approach should be the perfect strategy to motivate them. But then for those who feel like, well, been there, done that, it's our time to rest, you should use the stick approach so they would be reminded that it's the work you came here to do. So you better sit up and do your work. So what do you think, though? I want to hear from you about your opinion, what you consider. Okay? Is it the best? The better. Let's say better. So which one do you consider a better motivator? Is it the threat of consequences, which is the stick approach, or the promise of benefits, which is the carrot approach? Which one do you consider a better motivator in your area of engagement? And I would like to hear the why you're choosing that particular one. All right? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0007. Hello?
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. This is Muriel from Osesa.
Welcome, Muriel.
Thank you. Well, for me, I think I would prefer both, a mixture of the two, to have a very functional and productive organization. Apply both the carrot and the stick approach, not just the carrot or the stick. Because employees should know that there are consequences for everything they do. And when they do well, they will be appreciated and they will be rewarded. So, and let the reward, be greater. You appreciate them more, Sometimes you show mercy, but let them know that, consequences do come, There is mercy, there is forgiveness. There are times when we just let go, we query, and but there are consequences. There are some actions that come with total expulsion or total
dismissal.
just leave. And they should know. You should spell it out. Most times, spell it out. Let them know that when you do this, and when you do this, you get this. When you do cross this line, this is the exact consequences that comes with it, so that they know. And you don't apply different consequences for the same action. You don't show preference, give a preference for the other. These two people come late, and this other person, you just give them a pat at the back. You give consequences, they're just small. But this other person, because you don't like their face or where they come from, and you tend to give them greater consequences, that's wrong. Let everybody know that when you do A, you get B and C. You don't just give B and or C for no. Let the consequences be the same. And let the reward system be the same. Irrespective of whether you have a relative or your friend in the organization, the reward systems are the same. Let everybody know what to get. What you give this, you get this.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Muriel. We have Joshua from Iguruta. Hello, Joshua.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. The two approaches are good approaches, but I think the one with benefit is better.
Why do you think so?
That is because, when you attach benefit to...
You still there?
When you attach benefit to something, the person doing it will do it with joy. And there's nothing more better when someone does something for you with his heart. Like the other strategy that you have to force them to do it. They might not want to do it, but because you have to force them, they will do it. But unlike this other one, doing it with their mind is better. So I think this other approach is better.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling, Joshua. So here's what I'm also thinking, yeah? It's a workplace. It's not home. It's not daddy and mommy. It's not my brothers and my sisters. It's a workplace. We're not here to love on you, adore you, and all whatnot. There's a target. There are set rules. We expect productivity, right? And so if at the end of the day we meet our targets, whether you were crying while you were doing it, but did you meet your target? Because that's the work. Does it then matter if the people did not do it with their mind? Like, is this something that a boss, a manager should put into consideration? That, as my people are working, let them work with their mind or with clear mind. Does it really matter whether they're working with clear mind, if they're happy doing the work or not? Isn't the goal the focus here? Like, the focus is let's meet this target. So whether you do it with clean mind or not, did we meet targets? Yes, good. That means we have achieved our set goal for the company. I'm just saying. What do you think, though? I have Obinna from Iriebe. Hello, Obinna.
Good afternoon to you and Happy New Year, the Mega Lady.
Happy New Year, sir.
Yes, for me, I think that both approaches, both the carrot and stick approach is very, very important for any organization that want to make it. If a worker does well, don't, look at the person as our guy's girlfriend or guy's boyfriend or guy's boy. Give him his promotion. Give him his incentive. But if there is anyone that is not doing his work very well, don't also mind whether he's our guy's boyfriend or guy's girlfriend. Give him the carrot, the stick approach. You can give him a query. You can give him a threat of dismissal so that the person will sit up. But nowadays, what we see in most organizations is that once you are in the good book of the order, or you normally come to weekend as a female worker, to cook for the Oga or run around there and for her in the house. You don't. They will not even mind. Even if you are not doing your work very well, they will be giving you promotion. Thereby demoralizing others who are doing their work very effectively. So for organizations that want growth, the carrot and stick approach should be employed, depending on who and what the person is contributing to the organization. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Obinna, for calling. And I have a message here. It says, good day, CIM. I consider the both approach. They both complement each other to facilitate productivity. You see, Muriel is right. A sprinkle of both approach works fine and well. Okay. Thank you very much. What's your name, though? If you're sending a message, please include your name. Remember to do that. Thank you. Mr. Zion from GRA, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Constance.
Good afternoon, sir.
We should not do away with the Nigerian factor.
Which is?
The Nigerian factor is one area we should consider in this discourse. The factor has so much been used to oppress our staff in our place of work that most of them cannot truly achieve their potentials. But to me, for the benefit of this discourse, I want to use the carrot approach.
Okay.
You give a privilege to your staff or the workers to also obtain a level of success. As they are working, they are also upgrading their certifications and other benefits accrue to that office or to that department. We have seen situations where promotions are being delayed and nobody can make payment. We have seen where it cannot be delivered, nobody can say a word. We have seen situations where DDAs cannot even longer be allotted to those that are being due for. And do you think such organizations, the staff, will want to give in their best? I won't share a word like this. Government work with my papa work.
That's true. Oh, my papa company.
Now shoulder would they carry, and when you tire you drop them. Haven't you heard such a cliche? And what does that tell you? There is poor numeration, lackadaisical approach work, and you see a lot. But now flip it on this other side of the multinational, where I think the carrot approach is more better visible. COVID-19, no, let us give them allowance. Cheapo, let us give them allowance. Now petrol na 1,000 naira per liter. Please, can we create a subvention for the staff to be coming to work? How many buses do we need? Look at it. Do you think your staff will come to work late? No, man. It's Christmas. Where are the bonuses for our staff? Junior staff go home with 50 kg. Senior staff go with 50 kg and tin tomato. When you apply this carrot approach, you see the benefits, you see the potential, and you see your staff, they tend to even importing ideas that you, that is owner of the company, know about. And you now give them education allowances. Maybe it is 3 million. Some who want to go for professional courses now have money to go in. Some who want to upgrade their certificates, we want to do it. So when you approach it in this manner that, look, you people are not slaves. We partners in progress. I need your input. This, my organization must sustain 300,000 or 300 years. If my sons are coming, once my sons are leaving, my grandchildren are coming. That is when your children will keep working. I say your children now. That is when your staff will start giving benefits. Then when you apply the stick approach, you come to the gate, the staff will ask you, who do you want to see? And you come with your file. Haven't you heard the files are missing? Haven't you heard stories like that? File the miss, so go and check that organization. Is the stick approach. got anything for the boys? The stick approach. Okay, you don't go like that. If you come next time, you don't go see me. Oh, the stick approach. Look, this is the Nigerian factor which I try to allow you to perceive at the beginning of this discourse. Organizations that grows, they study the character of the workers in collaboration with the environment they find themselves, which they do just oppose with that organization, and they tend to make the organization grow faster. Mr. Zion.
All right, thank you. So, Fubara from Port Harcourt says, I will prefer the promise of benefits that's available for doing the job or being productive at the workplace. So many workers are likely not having enough pay, especially with our climb in economic reality. If the management say you earn a certain benefit if you reach this level of productivity, it will encourage or spur the worker to get it done, knowing the benefits that are by the corner. Those who earn a lot of money from their workplace may be motivated to put in an extra effort if the stick approach is applied. Okay. Imagine you go home with 1 million naira and you are threatened with a sack if you don't get a job up to a level. You will put a lot to maintain the lifestyle that the 1 million naira job has earned you over the period you've been on the job. My opinion, that's from Soke Fubara. All right, thank you very much, Soke Fubara, for that one. So how about you? So that we do not forget what we're discussing. So we're talking about the carrot versus stick approach. And I'm asking you, which do you consider a better motivator in your sphere of engagement, and why? Is it the carrot approach, the promise of benefits, or is it the stick approach or cane approach, like some people call it, which is the threat of consequences? Which one do you consider a better way to motivate workers, to get them to produce, to become productive, to reach the goal of the company? Stick approach, carrot approach, which one is your go-to? All right, Soke, thank you. Ikiroma Owiye Michael from NTA Road. Hi, good afternoon. Says, good afternoon, Constance. Oh. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. I've taken time to juxtapose both strategies, and in my opinion, both the carrot and stick approaches are best, depending on when it's coming from who and to who. If it's coming from a boss who is not serious about things, the staff members will take it unserious. First, staff members should be motivated by the satisfaction they derive in hitting corporate goals. Reward system should not even be a motivation, it should be an incentive, while the stick approach should be used as a tool of checkmating activity of staff members, not as a means of motivation. Oh, wow, interesting. For me, it won't be a form of motivation. It will be a policy to reward outstanding staff members and lay off underperforming staff members annually. Ikiroma sent us that message. I'm still taking your calls though, but I'm seeing messages here. Oh yeah, I have messages on Facebook, so let me just touch on them. Elechi Simon says, good afternoon, Constance. The role of carrot and stick approach in a workforce can never be overemphasized. Both carrot and stick approach in a workforce is needed to achieve organizational goals. However, the bitter truth is that when you over-pamper your employees or employee, he or she may not work towards achieving organizational goals, and being too rigid to your workers can also make them not to have the interest of the organization at heart. So, achieving organizational goals both is needed, and applying these approaches at the appropriate time is the best way to go. For it's like theory X and Y by McGregory theory. Okay, Administrator Elechi Precious from Eche, that's your message. And then Godwin Agwanwo, I've looked at your message and I'm just wondering. Perhaps you need to look at it again. I think something is missing somewhere. But then, let me just read. You say, Happy New Year. Concerning this matter, I prefer promise of benefits. 2 of my course, my boss. I don't know. Godwin, thank you. But look at your message again and try. I really can't make sense of it. But that's what you sent there. Good afternoon, Constance. The role of carrot and stick approach in a workforce can never... I have read your message. I read it on Facebook. Elechi, thank you. The both carrot and stick approach yield the same result? Is that what you think? The staff attitude to work will invite either of the approaches. Also, the management approach to the workers' welfare will also promote productivity. However, the application of any of these strategies must succeed if the entire system is regulated with conscience outside nepotism. Elder Joel Adolphus from Degema. Thank you, Elder Joel. Hello.
Hello, Constant. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
It's Tony.
Okay, Tony. Go on.
Well, knowing how to blend these two approaches is what makes for a good working environment. More so, when you over-pamper the worker tends to misbehave. Then when you also bring about the issue of a reward system or a punishment, every little thing you want to punish, every little thing you want to punish, you scare people from working for you. So the balance is knowing when to use a particular approach. In summary, I would say that knowing how to blend both, when to use each of them, makes for a better working environment and will encourage the workers to do better. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Tony. So for him, a little of this, a little bit of that, a particular approach should not be overused. Ensure to sprinkle a little carrot approach and also sprinkle a little of the stick approach. All right, Godwin has edited his message on Facebook and he says, concerning this matter, I prefer the carrot and stick approach to achieve an organizational goal. It's really a better idea for the growth of any organization because to over-pamper your employee will make them to be lazy in performance. Godwin. Okay. All right. Thank you. All the same. 0817. Oh no. Send me messages for now. I have to go on a commercial break. When I come back, I'll read them via WhatsApp, please. 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. Which do you consider a better strategy in your sphere of engagement, in your area of engagement, in your workplace, or in the kind of business you do? Which do you consider a better motivator? Carrot approach or stick approach? I'll be right back.
Nigeria Info.